Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. This is our morning get-together live here on Facebook. It is Monday, December 16, and that means today is the beginning of the week in which we are giving away memberships to the International Friendship Club. That's right. We've been promoting this for a little over a week. We came across, well, you don't come across, but we were given the opportunity to give away over 30 memberships to the Friendship Club, thanks to a handful of very generous donors. And we ended up with all these memberships that we're going to start giving away little by little all through this week. And today is the first day in which we're doing this, and you're catching on to this little scrolling thing that says that the magic word to be eligible is friendship. So I wanted to put that out there at the very beginning of the program so that you can start writing your comment, and then we can go on with our business as usual. To the extent that we're going with our business as usual, as you can probably imagine, I'm using the other software to do this, because the other software that I use, the one that I use for the Spotlight, is the one that has the giveaway functionality in it. So I should look pretty much the same, or maybe not so much. There's a couple of things that work differently on each program. So now that we know the lay of the land, let us take a quick look at a couple of news items that I want to share with you. And we need to be delicate here, because I'm going to remind us all that we have choices in our city, and that is a good thing to have. But first, Saturday, we mentioned that Puerto Vallarta City Council has approved the concession of our trash management to a couple of companies from the city of Monterrey in the state of Nuevo León. We have now learned that Mayor Munguia's government will save over 120 million pesos by relying on this new concession. And this is, of course, great news for our city. Over the weekend, we also learned that Budaixi, the amazing Taiwanese restaurant that has been delighting us in Colonia Versalles for several years, is finally reopening. They have moved to another location, and they're finally reopening on December 20th at a new location on Roma Street in Colonia Díaz Ordaz, which is right next to Versalles. Of course, they're going to have a soft opening on the 20th, which will be this coming Friday. We wish them the best of luck. It's a great restaurant. Very, very, very wonderful. So I'm excited for Budaixi. And of course, this weekend was a fun weekend. We last saw each other on Saturday, but then Saturday evening, I went with some friends to check out the what was it called? Leave It to Cleavage. Leave It to Cleavage was a comedy improv presentation that we enjoyed very much. We met the gals that do it in the Spotlight a few weeks ago, and I had seen them do this show in town before, and it was brilliant. So we had to go again. The show was being performed at the International Friendship Club. No, not the International Friendship Club, at Art Vallarta, but not at the museum. The museum is over there by the Quale River, and this is at the IFC school. Why do I keep saying IFC? At the ART school in Calle Pilitas in Amapas. That's where all the classes are taught. That's where the art supply is, in a building that used to be a hotel that still has a stage. It has a performance space with aisles and whatnot. So this is where we went. So when we decided that we wanted to go see this, we figured, because I was going with a group of friends, we decided, let's have dinner. I remember there's a restaurant across the street. So we went to the restaurant across the street, and I have to say that it is so nice that in Puerto Vallarta we have so many great restaurants to choose from. Here at this restaurant, which is called Jorge's Hideaway, we were given a choice to pay 195 pesos for a margarita. Yes, and their premium margarita is 295 pesos. And I thought to myself, wow, 195 pesos with a margarita, that's like half of a shawl in yarn terms. So because I was given a choice to drink this drink and I found it to be very expensive, I chose not to. The food, they specialize on shrimp, and I had a shrimp dish that was also a little bit pricey, although shrimp can be expensive. The meal was delightful, the time was great, but I chose not to spend 195 pesos on a margarita. I figured I'm going to go across the street to the theater and I'm going to get a glass of wine there, which is most likely going to be more affordable. And lo and behold, after dinner was over, I walked into Art Vallarta, where a glass of wine was 150 pesos, which is okay, I suppose. I chose to have a glass of wine, and then I spilled it, unfortunately, by accident, and they gave me a free one, which was not part of the deal. Don't go spilling your wine when you're about to finish your first glass to get a second glass of free wine. Boom, boom. What I'm trying to say is we have choices, and we can choose to go to these restaurants that charge more or less for their drinks. And there is a happy ending to this story, by the way. After the show was over, and what fun it was, we decided to go and check out my friend Jorge's Jorge's bar. My friend Jorge, who used to run the bar at Hotel Mercurio for the longest time, went out and opened his own bar. It is at Plaza Romy. Not easy to find, but I'm going to show you how to find it. And while we were there, four of us enjoyed margaritas, a glass of wine, and a house tequila. And I want to show you our bill, because each margarita was 70 pesos per drink, and they were large. And then the shot of tequila, house tequila, was 70 pesos, and my glass of wine was only 80 pesos. And this is at a very, very friendly location in Plaza Romy. And if you want to go check it out, it might be difficult for you to find. You see, this is the bar situation at Plaza Romy. Upstairs, you have the place. Twisted Palms is up here, and then down here is some place called Aloha Bar, and Jorge's bar is back here. You wouldn't find it, but it is an adorable little space where you can choose to enjoy cocktails that are more affordable than in other places. So all I'm going to say is, Jesus, how can you make ends meet with margaritas that are 195 pesos? I am just happy to know that I have choices. And so do you. And with that said, again, I'm seeing that you continue to write the word friendship, and that is exactly what I want you to do. Before we get into the giveaway, let me show you our weather. And if anybody has any comments about Jorge's Hideaway, or any comments about Jorge's new bar, or comments about the prices of cocktails in our city, where are the less expensive ones? Where are the more expensive ones? All I can say, we paid 300 and something for a shrimp dish, and I thought to myself, with cocktails at this price, at this little restaurant, how much are high-end restaurants like Café des Artistas or places like that charging for their cocktails these days? How crazy is that? Anyhow, enough about that. Let me see where we're at. I know exactly where we're at. It is time to discuss the weather, and let's make that happen. Pay no attention to the drones in the sky, says Snarky Weatherman. It is 23 degrees out there. That's the lowest we've had in this season. Humidity is at 79%, and our weather forecast says it's going to be a humid day with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, a high of 27 and a low of 19. Tomorrow will be a day with partly cloudy skies in the morning with clear skies in the afternoon, a high of 27 and a low of 18. And then Wednesday, mostly clear skies in the morning with mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon, a high of 27 and a low of 17. Let me very quickly jump back to my other screen to see what else we have. Well, before we go into the giveaway, I do want to remind you that my How to Listen to Jazz presentation is coming up this Thursday, which should be a lot of fun. You can get your tickets ahead of time at the Joint Boutique Hotel, or get your tickets at the door. This is on Thursday, December 19th at 5 o'clock. And of course, we are going to enjoy the spotlight the day before. This is this coming Wednesday, featuring Jordan Carnegie, who's going to talk about Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Gina Hendricks is going to talk about her restaurant, Whiskey Kitchen. And Derek Kartner. Derek, I know that you are under the weather. I hope you can recover for the interview. And if you cannot, fear not, we will definitely reschedule this. And now it is time to talk about the Friendship Club. And the first thing that I want to do is tell you very quickly how this came about. This came about because we had the president of the Friendship Club visit us at Coffee and Headlines not too long ago. And some very wonderful people that were watching decided to donate some memberships, which are 500 pesos a year. The memberships come with all kinds of benefits in local businesses, in restaurants, such that the membership will pay for itself, believe it or not. So that's exactly what we're going to do. But before we do that, let me start by telling you a little bit about the Friendship Club. And we start by mentioning the fact that its mission is to promote friendship and enrichment for members, raise and distribute funds for charitable giving, and provide volunteer service in response to the medical, humanitarian, and educational needs in Jalisco, Mexico. And this is the reason why today's magic word is friendship. And with all that said, I see that you've been writing the word. We now have 28 people that have chosen to participate in our giveaway. So let me put that up on the screen, which will take me a couple of seconds. We are going to present. Stop that screen so that I can start another one. And that would be our giveaway tool. Last chance for you folks to write the word friendship in your comment, because we are going to start this giveaway right now. As I mentioned, we are going to be giving away these memberships over the course of the next few days. Let me make sure that, because this is going to be multiple draws. Coffee and Headlines today, friendship, and we exclude winners when doing multiple draws because you're only going to win once today. We have 14 people that want to win. I love it. Okay, I think I think we're good. So let's get started with this, and we have it on the screen. And we start with the first one. The first membership that we're going to give away today goes to Corina Scherer. Corina Scherer, let me write down your name on this little spreadsheet that I have. Bravo, you are the first winner, Corina Scherer. I love it. And I will tell you how to claim your membership in a second. Let us grab another one. Let us grab another one. Ta 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 ta. Oh, look at this. How fun. The second person to win today is Betsy Ann. I love it. Betsy Ann. Hooray. Congratulations, Betsy Ann. I love it. Let's do another one. We're going to do 5 today. Or maybe 6. We have done 2. Let's do another one. Da, 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 da. Remember, we're giving away free memberships to the International Friendship Club, and this one goes to Heather Bitshi. Ooh, what a dangerous last name to pronounce, because it sounds like something really horrible. But Heather, I'm not going to try to do your last name. I'm just going to say, I'm going to add you to the list, and this is lovely. Does it not include those spelled with a capital F? I don't know. Brian is asking if it excludes those written with a capital F. I don't think so. What I would do is, just to be safe, is just write it with a lowercase f, which is what I wrote. So there, let's draw another one. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. This one goes to Erlinda Esparza. I write down your name. I love it. Erlinda Esparza. Got it. I love it. Erlinda even wrote friendships with a capital letter S. I love it. With a capital letter S, with an S at the end. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's give away another one. And this will be the 5th one today. Pa-pa-da-da-pa-pa. Bill Jorgensen. I love it. Let me write this down. Bill Jorgensen. And because we're in a roll, I'm going to do one more, the final one, so you can spread the word tomorrow and say that this is happening. Spread the word. Tell your friends. And pum pam pim pam pum pam pum pam. Oh, there's Brian. I saw your name go by, Brian. Michal Gray is our final lucky winner of today. Michal Gray. Okay, that was fun. That was painless. Okay, so what is going to happen now? What is going to happen is I'm going to continue to accumulate these names. And when we're done with all the 32 or 33 memberships that we have, I'm going to give you the name and email address of my dear friend Beth at the IFC, who handles membership coordination. And you are going to send an email message to Beth saying, I won a membership and this is my name. And Beth is going to check the names against the list that I give her, so that we know exactly who are the lucky winners, and then Beth will give you instructions on how to claim your membership from them. So no use to write Beth ahead of time if you know Beth, because she doesn't even know who you are yet. But you are the lucky winners of today. Corina, Betsy, Heather, Erlinda, Bill, and Michal. Okay, now that is done, let us take a quick look at what you bring to the table this morning with your comments. I see a lot of good mornings and stuff like that. A lot of good mornings and a lot of friendships, which is wonderful. Let's see. Many, many good morning. Many, many friendships. Uh, I love it. I love it. Beth, here's our friend Beth. Beth is, I'm glad that you're watching because Beth Tesler is the one that is observing and monitoring all these things. Everybody say hello to Beth. She is a membership coordinator at the IFC, and she is the person that is going to get this little list that she provided me with. I love you, Beth. You are a spreadsheet guru. You gave me a wonderful spreadsheet to begin filling out names. So we will continue with these giveaways tomorrow. Let's see what else. Jorge's Hideaway has always had rather steep pricing, and I'm by no means a frugal consumer, but I remember over 10 years ago having sticker shock there, so I can only imagine what it's like now. Well, you know, if those prices work for them and they're doing well, power to them. I'm just grateful that I have the choice to not go there again unless I absolutely have to, because I know that I can find cocktails and wine in more affordable ways elsewhere in the city. Michael says, I love Jorge's new bar. So, not to be confused, one is Jorge's Hideaway, which is the restaurant with the steep margaritas, and the other one is a different Jorge altogether. Jorge, who used to work at Hotel Mercurio and opened his own bar. He is amazing, and the bar is really cute, and the cocktails are affordable. Yes, they are. Let's see. What? You're kidding. The Cliff wanted 495 pesos for a margarita? Oh, that is so funny. It's not even funny. And the oddest thing is that you don't learn these things unless you're at the door looking at the prices before you make a choice to get in. You know, I mean, we had very little choice other than going to Jorge's Hideaway because our friend Kathy was on a wheelchair. And this is not to finger point Kathy or anything, but it would have been complicated to go to another restaurant other than the one that was across the street from the theater we were going to. But had I looked at those prices ahead of time, sheesh, I would have chosen a different place and a different strategy altogether. And Jules, good for you, my friend, for stepping up and reminding us that you have happy hour 3 to 6, 28 peso beer, 70 peso wine, 2-for-1 margaritas, and daily specials every day at Roma 172 in Versalles. I am a happy customer at Jules' restaurant at Vagabundas Versalles. So if anybody is looking for a great place with great food, reasonably priced cocktails, and a happy hour on top of it all, good for you for bringing this up to our attention, Jules. I very much appreciate that. Let's see. Mihal says, Janice, no margarita can be that good. Well, you know, I mean, if it was served by a sexy waiter that did a little dance or something, maybe. But, you know, you don't go to restaurants for that kind of stuff. At least I don't. Let's see what else we have. We capitalized the F, so I'm not sure if we all got in there. I wrote it lowercase. So my suggestion is if you see it lowercase, write it lowercase, and better luck tomorrow. Let's see what else we have. Well, you said it. I didn't want to say it, Heather, but I hope you're a happy adult. I hope that you didn't go through a lot of school trauma with your last name. Some last names, I tell you, they can be difficult. Let's see what else. I saw your name go by, Brian. I saw it go by once. Let's see what else. There's a Q. Will you be doing meet and greet before Christmas? Oh, no. Christmas is next week. No. No. It's crazy out there. Crazy. Let's see what else we have. Da, 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 da. Here in the Marina, we have a lot of bars and restaurants that have 2-for-1 specials reasonably priced. Well, that's the thing that I was saying, Mark. It's a good thing that we live in a city that has such a broad variety of venues to choose from. If a certain restaurant wants to price interestingly, then it's the restaurant also has a choice to price things one way or another. So my bottom line here is I don't want this to sound like I'm shaming Jorge's Hideaway. The food was great. The mineral water that I drank was lovely, exactly the same as it would have been in any other restaurant. Would I go back for the shrimp dinner? Yes. But I'm grateful that as a local, I have many, many choices of places where I can be fed and I can drink more affordably than that place. That's all I'm going to say. And with that, we are leaving. This is the end of today's broadcast. I don't have all my fancy screens or anything, but this is what we're going to be doing until we run out of memberships. As always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting what we do. And I think that's all I have. I just need to find my outro screen. I don't have an outro screen, so I'm just going to feed you this. See you tomorrow morning.